Hey guys, Allison here, and I'm doing something a little different for my post this week, and I'm gonna do a video. I haven't done a scrapbooking video in quite a while, so this should be interesting. But first I wanted to say hi, introduce myself, and talk a little bit about past Christmas traditions this year, how things are going to be different, and then show you what I'm going to be working on and what I have worked on in the past. So when we think about Christmas traditions, there's lots of things, and to be honest, a lot of them revolve around events and gatherings and food. This year with COVID, that's going to be very, very different. Now, I live in the province of British Columbia in Canada, that is on the very west coast of Canada, and we are under a provincial health order that has just been extended. It was extended yesterday, all the way to January the 8th. Now, this provincial health order means we are not to gather. We're basically not to see anybody except our immediate household. If you live alone, you can have a sort of a bubble of 2 other people. There are no events. So all the Christmas events that we may have gone to in the past, like light displays at gardens. There's a few different ones in our area. Light displays out at, there was a greenhouse out in Langley that had like a massive light display. It was called Glow. We've gone to it a couple of times and gotten great photos, and it's just a chance to wander around and drink hot chocolate, and there's usually little crafty markets, but just lots of really cool light displays for the family to enjoy. That's all been shut down. The Christmas train that runs in Stanley Park in Vancouver, that's been shut down. So like all of these Christmas activities have been shut down. There's no Nutcracker Ballet to go to. There are no choirs singing, no Christmas concerts. In previous years, my daughters have sung with the choir at the school, and they've gone to like the airport to sing. The local elderly old folks homes, whatever, long-term care facilities, that's all shut down. So while this could amount to a sad Christmas, we are embracing the smallness of it, I suppose you could say, and we are choosing to think positively and focus on ourselves, on our family, and also focus on those outside of our house who are suffering, who are alone, who this particular sort of lockdown, if you will, and we're not locked down, but you know what I mean, is going to hurt the most. So I am going to be creating started yet, and yes, it's the 8th of December. It's supposed to be a December daily, but I will be creating a sort of December daily-ish album for this year, and I will do some of it on video for you guys, and the rest I'll just, I don't know, figure out how to post it. I'm terrible. My life is ironically super busy. I have a part-time job at a retail store, and we are just very busy right now with Christmas. And my part-time hours are getting close to full-time, which is like kind of crazy, but anyways, that's all an aside. So I wanted to show you, I have 3 albums here, and I am not consistent, shall we say. I don't do one every year because some years it's too crazy. But I have one here from December 13th, 2013. I have one from 2017. And then this one is from 2014. These are just the ones that were sitting out in my living room. I have others that are older, but they are not in like a binder like this. And once I started putting them in the binders, I realized that this was the format that I really wanted. Previous ones, I've made covers, that kind of thing, and I realized that no, that's not for me. I want them in a binder. I want the pocket pages, so I can mix it up and have it. It just works better for me. So I do have a couple of binders, I think. I'm just looking over to my shelf there. Yes, I have 2 on my shelf, and that's probably for 2018 and 2019 because I don't think I've done them in the last 2 years, but I'm going to steal one and it's going to be 2020. And I have supplies from Shimelle Laine always puts out a Christmas kit. She didn't do one this year. She had it as part of a kit that a kit that you could buy from scrapbook.com kind of a thing. But I'll be honest, right now shipping from anywhere in the States to Canada is so ridiculous. I can't do it. I live really close to the US border, and typically I will purchase things and have them shipped to a PO box in Point Roberts, and then I just pop across the border. You know, I get free shipping. I pop across the border, pay the $5 Canadian to pick up my parcel, and it's way cheaper. Spending like $30 to have it shipped when my order is say $30, it's just, I can't do it. I can't justify it, so I'm not buying anything right now. But I have plenty of Christmas stock because I have a bunch of kits that I haven't even cracked open from Shimelle. So I'm going to be digging into that, and I will show you all that. Okay, so that was a very long introduction. Now I want to show you just a few of the pages in my album here. And so you get a feel for how I put these together and how I will be putting them together, or how I will be putting it together this year. All right, thanks. Okay, so let's start with 2013. I typically decorate the front cover of my album. So this one was kind of a rough chipboard. I've added washi tape, stenciled the front, and then glued on a whole lot of little bits and bobs that show the year. This 2014 is the only one that doesn't have the year on it. It's on the spine. There is a little rip in the paper up here, and I wonder if there was something else attached there, but it's entirely possible that I left it just really simple. So I'll have to go back and look at old photos and see if anything's missing from that. Anyways, so let's just take a look and see the type of things that I was doing. This particular year I was using Ali Edwards' stamp set, her December Daily stamp set. And then I also had a very consistent sort of branding, messaging, design, whatever you want to call it, as far as this sort of number pockets. Now this is just like an intro page, and then each following each sort of day number pocket was very consistent with a piece of gold or silver sort of textured paper, a doily, and then a glittery number that I had cut out from all from the same paper. And I have lots of different pocket sizes. Now this is a full size page pocket, but then I've created this design, so I've only got, well, I've got the two 3x4 photos and then lots of little journaling and whatnot, but sometimes I'll have one big photo, that kind of thing. So there you can see a different style, but the same, like I've got the doily, I've got the number. So that's the type of thing that I tried to keep very consistent, but then I would change it up a little bit with the embellishments. I also would include little pockets. This one, which I don't think is in the right spot, has a little message from our elf and extra photos. I don't think that's in the right spot, but I'm not going to figure out where that goes right now. And then also I would include, that one's been ripped, the letters to Santa. And I am telling stories about events and special things like big family gatherings, but also regular everyday activities. There was one back here. Well, I mean, swimming lessons, that's a regular everyday activity, dance class, that kind of thing. So it's what's happening in December. It snowed on the last day of school, so that doesn't happen very often where I live. So that got a big photo. Cleaning the house so we can set up the tree, like that kind of thing, right? Like it's regular everyday stuff as well as the special things. I like the pocket idea because then I can mix it all up and I can add different size of photos depending on what's needed. I don't need a giant photo of my unshowered husband, where a little photo will suffice. Okay, so then 2014, this is a year that I started using the Simple Stories album. I think this is a Simple Stories album as well, but I was using my own products. This one I have used mostly Simple Stories products. And again, pocket pages I love. This was the year we did, there was a group of us and we put together a Christmas bundle. These were my cut files for my numbers. And I purposefully kept this one really simple. Again, ballet. There's Susie. Susie's our elf. Susie made a brief appearance this year and then went back to the North Pole just to stay safe. Mostly because I'm too lazy to move Susie every day and my kids are old enough that they don't really need it. So this one is very minimal, not as packed with the previous year. That was a choice. I didn't want to have to worry about making it too complicated. It tells our stories. Okay, and then we got a gap of a couple of years. I'm not sure what happened to those years. This is 2017. And again, I've got the Simple Stories album, but this one I'm using the kit from Shimelle Laine and a lot of her prompts as well, or tried to keep up with her prompts as much as I could. I've got the numbers and now from the papers that Shimelle had in her kit. And then I'm adding little extras. So that's an everyday activity. That's my daughter's basketball game. We had a fundraiser. Like, these are the types of things that I like to include and that my daughters like to look at. We had our bathroom renovated. Very mundane things. And then I've introduced different styles of pocket pages, which are kind of fun. Letters to Santa, you know, all sorts of fun things. I really liked the kit that Shimelle put together. It was very different from what I would maybe choose paper-wise. I just like the way it all came together. Now this is I think Creative Memories calls this like a flip-flap or something. This is not a Creative Memories product, but it's the same sort of idea. A way of incorporating extra photos without adding a whole extra page. So these, you get the idea. This is the type of thing I put together. This was the thing I was talking about, the glow. That just won't be happening this year. None of these gatherings, we won't have a lineup of all the grandchildren. But that's okay. We're going to find other things to do. We're going to do a lot of baking, and we're going to play some games, go for family walks, adopt some of our elders. This one looks like I might have a secret letter or something like that. Yep. So that's an idea if you want to include something that is a little bit more, say, private. You wouldn't necessarily know that there was something inside there, but if you take it out of the pocket, open it up, you've got extra things in there. All right. Okay. So let me pull out all the things that all the products that I have available to me. And like I said, I'll put that away later. Like I said, I have kits from Shimelle that I haven't dug into yet. So let's take a look at those. Okay. These are the kits that I have basically, I'm not even sure what's in this pizza box. I think it might be a combination of a half-used kit and an unused kit, but we'll take a look together. And then these are the two albums that I have. These are the Snap series. I think they have some pages inside them. Yeah. This one does not. This one is just the binder, but I'm pretty sure I have some pocket pages that will fit somewhere in this craft room, I think. We hope. Okay, so this one, I believe, was last year's kit. Oh, I've got an order form in here, so that'll tell me the date. Maybe it'll tell me the date. Maybe it won't. does not tell me the date. Okay, well, that was a good thought, but I don't know what date this was. I think this is last year's kit. And then I've added things. So if I come across little cutouts and whatnot that I like, I've added them. This was, I think, from another card kit from a different manufacturer. And then, yeah, so this is obviously from last year. I've added items that I wanted to use to put my December daily together, and that never happened. So yeah, we're gonna have to work with that. Okay. Stamp sets. So this is the one from Ali Edwards, in conjunction with Technique Tuesday. I'm not even sure if Technique Tuesday is around anymore, to be honest. This is years old, this stamp set, 2011. But it's got great phrases that I like to use in my albums. This is one of Shimelle's holiday stamp sets. December 2017, January 28th. So this is from 2017, but it's got great words and phrases and icons and the numbers and everything that you can use year after year. You don't have to worry about the dates on them. And then I think this is all from her, yeah, from the kit that she sent. At this point, I don't even know, because I mean, I bunged everything in here and then I ignored it. And these are the papers. So we've got some vellum, some traditional Christmas, some non-traditional. We've got some clouds, rainbows, because she likes to put in things from her collections as well, and somehow they all work together, which is kind of why I bought the kit again. When I used the one for, what was it, 2014? I just really liked how they all work together. See, now there's probably zero chance that I would ever use that side in a December daily, but the red, for sure. Cut aparts. Oh. You know, it's funny when you have put something away and then totally forgotten about it and you look through it again, you kind of get inspired. Okay, so those are all the papers. And the little, I think I added extra sprinkles because I do like to use enamel dots everywhere. And some word phrases, die cuts. So there's lots there to use. And like we saw, there's paraphernalia in here from various Christmas events from that year. So to keep all that together. Okay, let's look and see what's in the pizza box. Honestly, I just don't remember anymore. Oh boy. I think this is a mishmash of various kits. What year is on here? This might have been last year's kit. I don't know. Oh, we got some more paraphernalia. 2018. Okay. To Santa from Christine. Got Santa letters. Here are my pocket pages for my albums. Oh, that's when we went to Glow. They got to stamp at all the different countries' light shows. Yeah, so I've got lots of memorabilia in here from previous, or from that year. Oh, this was the year with the Heidi swap. Right, I do remember this now. Isn't it funny? You put everything away and then you don't know. So this one's got lots of journaling paper, alphabets. Thank you and Happy Christmas, love, Shimelle. I mean, that might have to make it into the Christmas album. And again, the papers. What is that? TransLink bus ticket to somewhere. We've got sequins, notes all over the place. Washi tape. So lots of fun for me to use for this year's album. And I will have to get some baggies and put all the memorabilia for the year. I believe this is going to be 2018. Is there a date on anything? Does anything have a date? That is the question. That was... My niece performs in a panto every year, which is sad that that's not happening. Yes, 2018. So, so this is kind of a chaotic look at where I'm starting from right now, and how I will move forward. So, my plan for right now, I am going to get some Ziploc bags. In fact, I think I have some here. And I will put all the memorabilia from both of these kits, and I will label them as to what year they are. And hopefully I can come back and I can work on those years, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. There's plenty of other crap going on in the world right now. I don't need to add guilt on top of it for not completing a December daily for 2018 or 2019. My kids give me plenty of guilt already. I don't need to add to it myself. But since they are in here and I have saved them, I want to make sure that I preserve them as is. But then I'm free to use these kits and mix and match. So this is the stamp set from 2018, and I did order the stamp set from this year. Let's see if I can find it. I got this parcel in the mail, which was very fun, and inside are this year's stamp sets. I can't see those. Let's do it like this. So we've got a lot of stay at home, different, it's just going to be a different Christmas this year. Okay, so I will add that into my kit. I have lots of other Christmas supplies that I can add in, as well as just my regular old stash. So this should be fun. And now I will get started, and I will show you my progress in a bit.